After 3 days of walking the cobblestone streets, exploring museums and operas, and eating insanely delicious pastas and pastries, we left Milan behind to start our 160-kilometer journey north for a new adventure. A 3-hour Italian road trip that took us through charming countryside villages and ended in Tirano, where we would spend the night before hopping on the Bernina Express the next day. If you want to see how we got to this view, then keep watching. We're on our way to pick up a car. Pick up a car, pick up a car, pick up a car. We were on our way to pick up a car, but Gary decided to forget his passport and then realized he didn't have his passport. Luckily he didn't realize it when we were here. What are we looking for?
6 for Flavio.
User app?
Yeah, 6. You have to pick up the car. It's very intense. License and passport, please.
So this is our Italian rental. A Volvo?
Get the sushi.
A Volvo just shush.
XC60.
Look how cool. One cell phone.
I don't know how to start it.
How cool is that?
Am I okay that side?
Yes, I think. That's what I wanted. There's a little Fiat 500. I'm so glad Gary spoke some sense to me. Andiamo. After spending a few minutes trying to figure out the car and orientating ourselves and driving on the wrong side of the road, we quickly headed past our hotel, picked up our luggage, and began our journey from Milan into Tirano. In my version of our Italian road trip, we would hire a little red Fiat 500 and drive it with the top down. You know, the full Italian, the Dolce Vita. But with the clouds low and moody, I'm glad the husband's version of a sensible touring car prevailed. The Volvo was super comfortable, and I enjoyed the panoramic glass roof, not to mention the ample boot space that fitted all our luggage. Don't ask me where I thought we'd put it in the Fiat 500. The road trip was pleasant and comfortable, with good roads and good drivers. It was also really beautiful and picturesque, or so I was told. I spent the first half of the trip feeling not so great and only came back to life somewhere after Lake Como. After around 160 kilometers of driving, we made it to a cozy and blissfully drizzly Tirano and checked into our apartment for the night. We picked up some bread rolls, cheese and parma ham at the Iperal on the way in, and that was us for dinner. Nicely washed down with some San Benedetto Pompelmo, aka Italian sparkling lemonade. The views from our apartment at Bernina Suites were so beautiful. Despite being dead tired, even though I did sleep a lot of the way, I couldn't help myself going from room to room to check out the magnificent views all around us. There's our place, Bernina Suites. We are on the 2nd floor. Nice church, nice people. Is that what we're going on? Ah, okay. The great thing about where we stayed was not only that it was super comfy and modern chic, but it was within walking distance to the train station. Our only regret was that we didn't spend one more night here in Tirano.
We are on the Via Roma. Does this road lead to Rome? Not far.
Yeah, it would have been nice to spend an extra day here.
Yeah, this place is amazing. Amazing. And there's our little red Fiat 500, which I'm really glad we didn't get for our trip, our road trip. Look at that magical place. So this is the piazza.
So I think that's where it goes to Milan or wherever.
So that's how we would have come if we came by train.
Yeah.
Italiano è diviso in cantoni, si chiamano così le porzioni.
Which one?
We'll have to find somewhere that will be quickly.
I thought we were just going to get snacks to eat on the train.
Yeah, if that is possible.
There was a place that had fridges there, like cold drink fridges.
Yeah, there.
Hey, bud.
Now let's look at the places where they got chocolates.
There's your socks. Thanks. Globes. I'm glad to see journalism is alive and well in Italy.
There's some chocolates.
Glasses.
Thank you very much.
So €4.50 for cotto and formaggio. And we paid, how much did I work it out to yesterday?
100 and something.
170 rand, but for two.
It would have been better if we'd stayed. So the time in Milan was perfect. Then it would have been better if we stayed an extra day here. Follow that man. He's going to our carriage. Yeah. You sit by the window. Unfortunately, we're facing backwards.
After we settled into our reserved seats, we were ready to start our 4-hour train journey on one of the most iconic red trains in the world as it crosses through glaciers, country villages, spiraling viaducts, glistening lakes, and snow-capped peaks. All beautifully presented to us and viewed through our panoramic glass windows.
Dopo la prossima curva potrete ammirare un Schlauchfeld. Haben Sie noch einmal einen herrlichen Tiefblick zurück ins Verschlaf mit dem Lago.
Could you hear the sniffles in the background as we passed the mountains? Yep, that was me, trying hard not to get emotional. But having never seen snow until this point in my 40 plus years on Earth, I was unable to keep it in. Getting to step off the train at the highest peak in icy cold Switzerland was a real treat. I didn't get to touch the snow, but I got to see it, which was good enough to add that check onto my bucket list. Even in May, it was pretty cold out, so I went back inside the train and grabbed my raincoat, beanie and gloves so that I could enjoy being out here a bit more comfortably. Soon it was time to get back on the train and continue to our final destination, St Moritz in Switzerland.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Where you go? I'm following you.
I just want to orient.
I don't think I'll get that tower in on this little camera. It's worth a try. Wow. Did you dress right, Gary?
We spent a little while exploring St Moritz until our tummies reminded us that we only had chocolates in our bellies. We found a cute place to have lunch, and then it was time to head back to the station. In an ideal world, it would have been nice to spend the night in St Moritz and explore a bit more of the Swiss town. However, our train wasn't running the following day, so if we wanted to get back to Tirano, it was now or never.
Can you put the window wipers on? What is your advice, Gary?
Get a window seat. Pay the little bit extra for the first class seats.
Or your seats are reserved?
As they're reserved. And take the morning train at 10 o'clock to get from Tirano, and then take the afternoon 4:30 train back.
Back to Tirano.
Yeah.
And it wasn't raining while we were there, which was nice, but it's so nice to see it in the rain.
The train ride back was a lot more enjoyable. Having gotten over the initial excitement of all the scenery around you on the way into St Moritz, it was time to sit back, relax, and just enjoy it. If you ever get the opportunity to hop on the Bernina Express, take it. It's more than just a train ride. It's a journey through changing climates, cultures and landscapes. From rainy and moody Tirano to snowy passes and sunny lakeside towns, it offers an unforgettable snapshot of the Alps in the spring. Whether you're chasing adventure, serenity, or simply the joy of travel, this trip delivers all that and more. It's time for us to head back to Milan to drop off the Volvo, leave our bags at the Milan Central station, and board the Freccia Rossa en route to our next destination, Venice.